Good afternoon, Bloomington. It is Friday at 3:03 p.m. You're listening to WIUX LP Bloomington, and this is Growing Pains, the show where we do a lot of cool things, including interviewing local artists. I must have butchered my intro because I'm so nervous and excited to welcome on this week's band, 6 Foot Blonde.
Woohoo!
Say hello.
Hey guys, we're 6 Foot Blonde.
Welcome to the show, you all. This is so exciting. We are here on the day of your EP release, Tino's Place. We're about to give it a full listen through. We've almost got the full band here, and I think the 6 will be complete pretty soon. So, if you hear any footsteps coming in, that's Brian. But I would first love to get some introductions from you. Love to hear a little summary of what we're about to hear about Tino's Place. But let's just go in a little circle. Julia, let's start with you.
Yeah, hey, I'm Julia Versiniak, and I'm a student here at IU, but I'm also a member of 6 Foot Blonde, and I'm the singer, and I sing, and it's a lot of fun, and yeah.
Hi, my name's Dominic. I'm a junior. I play bass guitar in the band and do some backup vocals.
Oh, yeah, he sings.
Yeah, I sing, whatever. Yeah, and that's me. I'm also a student.
My name is Elliot Obermeyer. I graduated IU last year, May of 2022, and I play guitar in 6 Foot Blonde.
Hello, my name is John Alex Raciniak. I am an IU alumni. I play piano. That's cool.
That's John.
That's me.
He does not sing.
He does not sing.
No, I don't sing. I'm on singing probation.
My name's Zach Patrick. I'm also a junior. I play guitar in 6 Foot Blonde.
And you sing?
I sing a little bit.
Yeah, he sings.
Yeah.
He sings occasionally.
It seems
I'm
like we've got a
singers.
lot of singers on here today.
Yeah.
Very exciting. This is great to have the bunch of you on. I had a couple of you on in October on the release of Calling to Karma, and Julia on to talk about your single. So it's nice to have the whole bunch together to talk about this album. Our EP, Tino's Place. How do we feel about it? Day of the release. What can we say?
Cloud 9. I'm on Cloud 9. I'm very excited about what we've done, and putting out music also just makes me so excited for more music. I'm just on the edge of my seat constantly, and this past 12 hours-ish has been incredible. So, yeah.
It's a really satisfying feeling is what I've been feeling a lot of today. Just knowing that all this work that we put into it, it's out there, and we get to listen to it whenever we want, and we could finally share it all with people. It's a really good feeling. Just kind of enjoying that today. So,
I agree to echo Dominic's sentiment. We get to finally share our art with the general audience, and we're very excited to do that.
The general audience being Bloomington, being beyond.
Everybody.
anyone and everybody.
That's it. I mean, which is especially pertinent since you guys will be taking this music on the road this summer, which I would definitely love to talk about a little bit further on in the show. I think the best course of action would just to start playing the EP and hear what you all are about. We're gonna kick it off with a song that we already know and we already love. This is Calling to Karma, 6 Foot Blonde. I mean, this one has been out in the world for a minute, but any thoughts about having this be the title track, the one that leads us into the full EP?
I think this song feels very fun, and it sets a mood for the EP, and it's one of the first songs we wrote together, and it was just a lot of fun. So we thought we would kick off the EP with something fun that gets you off your, on your feet and gets you dancing. So that was the main goal, and started it out like this.
Okay. Well, everyone, you've heard Julia's command. You better get on your feet for this one. This is Calling to Karma, 6 Foot Blonde. Enjoy.
I'm sorry, please forgive me. Let's just put this all behind. It was no surprise, always telling lies. Said she's at another low point in her life. Who does she think she is? Doesn't know the consequence of living in the fiction of your mind. I'm sick 'cause I thought I was free. I saw her staring back at me. She was holding hands, oh, with my ex-man. Last night at the diner, back to where it all began. Ooh, girl, out of all the men in the world, I'm glad she chose a man who ain't worthwhile. His head's in the ceiling, ain't no genuine feelings. They got what is coming, better be running from all the lies.
And we're back. That was Call to Karma, 6 Foot Blonde. What a killer intro to this EP. We touched on it a little bit the last time some of you all were here. But this EP, I mean, the 6 of you are here now. Brian, say hello. Brian's in the studio.
Hello, I made it.
Yay, Brian's here. Brian, you drum, and do you also sing?
Yes.
Not on the 6 Foot Blonde discography as of yet.
As of yet.
As of yet.
Ooh.
As of
He
yet.
has a beautiful voice.
He does.
Well, thank you.
Incredible voice.
Thank you, Julia.
You ever heard Sinatra?
I've never seen Sinatra and Brian in the same room. I could say that for a
Oh,
fact.
that's
Yes, no, but the 6 of you are here. But I mean, what we talked about before is that there are 9 people who had a hand in making this record. And I just want to know a little bit about how you feel. Elliot, you were saying when you were on here last time, like, enough time had passed since Call to Karma come out. I mean, it's been like a full year since the album was worked on. How do you feel like now that year has passed? Does this album feel old to you? How do you think about it?
I mean, for me personally, it does feel old in the sense that we've done a lot of work and that we've put a lot of work into new songs and new shows and new instrumentations with the 6 of us that are on the show today. And it's, you know, you almost think of it as like 2 different versions of the band in a lot of ways. And one that was the band that was kind of happened per chance with the 9 of us. And I love this EP because it captures every single thing and every single emotion that was the band that was the 9 of us. But then there's the band of like the 6 of us that has really intentionally put a lot of effort into developing and continuously growing and continuously putting our best foot forward, both musically and as friends and as people. And there is a little bit of a separation. And I think that the EP, because the 9 of us worked on it collaboratively, does feel like it is more reflective of that past project and that past iteration.
If I could add to that briefly, what it kind of tags into what I feel today with it is that it's just, this EP to me feels like a celebration of that year.
Yeah.
In every possible way. It's just something that we'll always be able to look back on, and it's just this very alive thing. It really captures a lot of the joy of that year to an extent that I don't think a lot of people get to experience with one of their favorite years of their life. Like, we have a whole entire EP to go back and listen to whenever we want to remember everything and, get those memories back. So it's really, really special.
I think one thing that's like, kind of on that point that's like really cool is, when we recorded this EP, it was kind of just like to be a celebration of the last year. Like we weren't planning on like taking this like seriously, like none of that had really happened yet. It was just kind of like, hey, this has been awesome. Like everyone's leaving, everyone's going off and doing different things. Like let's like go into the studio and like make a bunch of awesome songs. And then it was after that we were like, wow, that was good. Like, maybe we should actually take this seriously. But like when we had actually, decided to make this, the idea was just to make something for us, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah, totally. I think when we started writing music, it was not with the intention to be a band necessarily that does original music. I think we just wanted to start writing music because that's something that we all do. And we all thought, hey, all 9 of us write music, might as well write music. And then I think it was when we realized that we would all maybe be separating, we were like, let's have, one last hurrah and let's spend 2 weeks in the studio and record these memories and find a way to capture all of this. And so that's what it was. And I don't think any of us had this in our head of, wow, this will be an EP one day. And totally that's what was going to happen. But I think originally that's not what was the main priority in our head. And so now it feels just really special because it came out of nowhere. When we first released Call into Karma, it felt like, oh, wow, we have music out now. But it wasn't something that I don't think felt very tangible until we had music out. And now that we do, it's a really, really cool feeling.
I think that going off of that too, it's really cool and really special to see like how freeform in a lot of ways the EP is with the genre categorization of everything and with the amount of instrumentations and the diversity of the songs. Like that very much was a product of us being in there solely to have fun and solely to explore the types of genres and the influences that we all had with each other and that we enjoyed sharing as musicians, and that led to such a unique experience, which still I think helps us and kind of shapes our sound.
I think that's a good point about the different genres. I feel like Call into Karma and Lady are they make sense as a pair of singles to release, and then listening through, as we'll discover soon, the rest of the EP, it's a little surprising, kind of the switches you get in there. So I'm excited to continue listening to it to hear that. How have you communicated with the Departed members about this EP release? How do they feel about it?
Yeah. I mean, they're our best friends, and so we've been very much in communication about this whole process and through this whole process. And actually, if you're planning on coming to the Reef tonight, we actually will be both Caleb and Emma, which are original members, will be playing there with us. So that's very, very exciting, and we can't wait to celebrate this release with them. It's very much just as much their project as it is ours. And we've been in communication about how special this is. It feels so cool to think that, they've been in Utah for a while now, and Adam's been in Florida, and it's cool that a year later we get to have something that brings us all together. And it's very, very exciting to be able to see them today. I'm very excited. I haven't seen them yet, and we're really excited to just celebrate this EP. So
That's awesome having Emma and Caleb back. Okay, incentives for the people listening. Reef show tonight. I would love to just keep on moving on through the EP onto Red Wine, White Wine. I heard you say when you were on a B-side show earlier this week, Julia, that this song was conceived perhaps a little bit of just, getting some feelings out with Emma at the lake. Can you tell me about the origins of this song?
Emma and I went to the lake, Lake Griffey, and set out a picnic, and it was very calm and serene. And then I think I got a text, and it was a frat dude or something at the time, and we were like, we're so tired of this energy of like the patriarchy in Bloomington. And it's this whole idea of, the whole song we basically came up with just by being exhausted about the way that different groups of people are treated at IU, and all the different types of people at IU, and some of them being a bit more frustrating than others. And we thought that this was a really good opportunity to get it out through music. I think we were just really tired of the egos and of like people, and obviously that's not everybody, but so, it is a generalization, but it was something that we were just exhausted by, and so we were like, let's just get really sassy and get it all out, and it's music, so it's something that it's a beautiful coping mechanism. So we just had a good time, and we kind of roasted. We roasted some of IU, and it was in a fun way, in a poking fun way. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to write. Yeah.
There's a lot. I mean, this song is so jazzy. There's a lot going on instrumentally, so I'd love to talk to some of the rest of the band about that as well. But this is Red Wine, White Wine, 6 Foot Blonde. Enjoy.
To town, it's just another same old story. You call me on the phone and tell me that you want my body. You tell me you're in love with me, that's your burden to carry. I can't help your cravings, boy, I'm just a perfect cherry. Please don't call me baby, you don't know me like that. Please don't call me baby. Red wine, white wine. Please don't call me baby. You're wasting my time. So you drink with your homies, they a bunch of phonies. You tell me you love me, but boy, you waste me a while. You waste me a while. You hide behind your suit and tie, you go into your meetings. You think that makes you grown, and then you come home in the evenings. I drink up all your wine while I listen to your whining. You're thinking you're so smooth, you think you're so inviting. Please don't call me baby, you don't know me like that. Please don't call me baby. Red wine, white wine. Please don't call me baby. You're wasting my time. You brag to your homies, they're a bunch of phonies. You tell me you love me, but boy, you was funny for a while. You was in love with someone. So call me on my phone. I wanna be alone. Just leave me. Don't call me on my phone, boy. Leave me. I wanna be alone. Just let me tell
And we're back. That was Red Wine, White Wine, 6 Foot Blonde. You guys were remarking a little bit on, I just want to hear a little bit more about the people who helped in the producing of this album, and just the experience of actually going in the studio. I know you guys wrote together, but who helped with the actual making of it?
Yeah, so we recorded all this at Russian Recording. There's a guy there named Joseph Caldwell who actually lives in LA now, and he was kind of the producer and like the mixer for all of this, and so it was super awesome working with him. And I think our songwriting process was a little bit unique. So we had,
to say the least.
So, I mean, we had like 9 people, right? And so you have a lot of different ideas. And so it ended up being like we would kind of like segment in these little groups. And so we'd like, be like, hey, let's go write. And it would be like a group there and a group there and a group there. And everyone would be writing all these different kind of chaotic things. And then we'd often kind of come back, together, and we would say, all right, well, we like that. We don't like that. We like that. And we'd kind of just like basically, I mean, pretty much for all the songs in the album, it was like this conglomerate of ideas.
Yeah.
And then eventually, instrumentally something was kind of established. And then, usually you and Emma would go and say, all right, this is great. Like, we feel super inspired by this. Like, we're going to, write lyrics and like a story for this. And it was interesting because we wrote a lot of songs instrumentally. I mean, it was probably like 20 or some. And, like half of them, Julia, and Emma were like, no.
They were great songs. I think, though, that Emma and I, they were. But Emma and I, it is hard sometimes to write melodies on top of things when you're not feeling inspired by them. Mm-hmm. And it's all in the moment. It all is dependent on the moment and how you're feeling that day. And the songs that we have now are just happen to be the songs that when we listened to them initially, we felt inspired by them. Who's to say that, one day we go back and I feel inspired by the other songs that you guys wrote and suggested to us. But it all just happened kind of beautifully. The actual production of it, the mixing process was a long process because there's 9 opinions, right? On mixing.
Across 3 time zones. Or was it, I think,
3,
2 time zones, 3
zones.
states. There
3 states. And so we would, get a mix from Joe, and then we'd have our notes, and then we'd have like 4 different notes. One would say trumpet up, one would say trumpet down, one would say like cut the trumpet or bring the trumpet out or whatever.
There's a lot of group me polls.
So we had a lot of polls, and a year later, we had the final mixes, which is a long, long process of mixing, but we were very proud of what the final product is, and I think something we all came to a conclusion about and are all happy with the conclusion, despite the mixing process being long, but very rewarding as well.
Yeah, I think it's awesome that you managed to preserve like the group feeling throughout the entirety of the album process, even as people moved away. Yeah, I just want to talk a little bit more about like the concept of Tino's Place. When I was listening through the album or the EP for the first time, I was reminded a little bit of the Matriarch's debut EP, Welcome to the Matriarch, because they kind of capture this moment of time as well, and they open up a space, and it's very homey, and I felt that from you guys as well. So when you had this body of songs, like when did you realize, you wanted to create Tino's Place? Where did that come from? I think your visuals, Julia, on the album artwork really like give a lot of weight to that as well. So if you wanted to talk about that too.
Yeah, so with the visuals, we wanted to capture the energy that the album or the EP brings. And really what that is a collection of memories through moments in time. And that art is the visual representation of that. So we've got frames, there's hidden messages of inside jokes and just those little things. And the title Tino's Place also just felt very encapsulating of this whole moment in time. And it felt kind of like a box, a time capsule box. And that's what we wanted the music to feel like too. Tino's Place is like this little box, and you open it up and you've got these moments and memories in time. And we want listeners and viewers to feel that and feel like they were there in those moments and get in on those inside jokes and those little things. And we just want it to be a welcoming space. And it's cool to be able to show these moments in time that we shared as just 9 individuals with the world, because we hold them very close to our heart and they're very special to us. But yeah, the visuals happen to just be inside jokes and things like that, and we wanted to create a welcoming space. And then with the music, it's obviously eclectic, but it is exactly, I think, what it needed to be.
Yeah.
And it's these moments and little objects in this time capsule that you get to open up when you listen to the music.
Cool. Yeah, I loved like listening through the EP and then finding some of the obvious like callbacks in the album artwork, but then there's some things where I'm like, I don't know what this I don't know what this reference is, but I'm
you
sure
don't
they
have to know. You don't have to know. That's okay.
Yeah, very cool. I would love to hop into the next song, which is quite different from the previous two. I think maybe my favorite one listening through the first time. But this is Nora. What can you guys say about this one before we take a listen to it?
I don't know. I really like it. That's Brian.
Uh,
Sorry, Elliot looked at Brian and I was like, "Is Brian gonna say something?" You don't have to.
I wasn't.
Okay.
I will say lyrically, the song is about seeing someone in your life grappling with addiction. So it's it's a hard, it's our sad song. But the ending is filled with hope, and it's this turnaround.
I think musically it also follows that trend as it gets, as it builds.
Musically.
It feels like you're watching that person break out of that cycle.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. So it's just all about someone who is beautiful regardless, but your heart hurts for them, and this feeling of comfort and grief and sadness, but also hope. So that's all I have to say about that one. It's a sad one, but it's also a very hopeful song.
And there's a change in the middle, like a feeling that
Exactly.
takes over. So cool. Thank you for that explanation.
Yeah.
This is Nora, 6 Foot Blonde. We are almost midway through the EP. Enjoy.
Nora, you flow like a river in the sky. Don't let it all go, don't go chasing all those highs. Your Gemini has shown its many faces, but stuck in reflection is yours that seems complacent. This is your life, don't let it pass by. This is your life, you walk a thin line. Nora, you sway like a lily in the night. You hollow the bottles of tears at your bedside. White walls they whisper, they stare, they pass their judgments. Your sunlit eyes, they've gone colder than your skin. This is your life, don't let it pass by. This is your life, you walk a thin line. This is your life, don't let it pass by. This is your life, you walk a thin line. This is your life, don't let it pass by. This is your life, you walk a thin line. This is your
All right, we're back. That was Nora. Love the way that ends. It's so beautiful. There was a mention as the song was playing about tour, so I would love to ask you guys about that because this feels like a big thing that's about to happen to you all. Tell me a little bit about this tour. Where are you guys going? How are you feeling about it? It's about a month plus of different dates. So whoever wants to kick it off.
So tour, we're very excited about it. I think it started out as a few months ago, I came to the boys and I said, hey guys, I want to study abroad and I'm going to be gone for half the summer. And we thought, hey, we've got half a summer. Might as well do it that amount of shows that we'd be playing if we were there all summer in the span of 2 months. And let's do a mini tour. So that's how it started. We're going to Illinois, like Chicago. We're also playing at Summer Camp Festival, which is going to be close to Peoria. And then Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, and then Ohio,
Cincinnati,
and Dayton, and then also here. And it's fun. We're starting and ending the tour with the Bluebird, which felt very accurate and needed because it's really what got us our start. So yeah, we thought it was perfect to start and end it that way.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys, how do you feel about hitting the road? Is anybody particularly nervous?
The nerves for me will just come with the typical nerves of a show. I think personally I'm insanely excited to be traveling with these folks. It's kind of the dream of wanting to be a professional musician. It's a big step to travel, play shows, make it work. It's a big step for us, and I'm just really, really excited for it. I'm pretty sure we all feel that way. So
I'm nervous about dealing with 5 of these bozos all tour.
That's valid.
Kidding.
That's fair.
They know me. I have a short fuse, so I was scared that I was going to be a really annoying only girl, but I feel like it'll be good.
Yeah, you guys will have a good show, and the vibes will be good, and everything will be great. So I'm looking forward to it for y'all. I'm curious, just in line with part of being a band, part of being Six Foot Blonde is obviously going on stage and playing amazing shows. I'm wondering though if there are any other things that have to do with the business of being a band that you found that you really enjoy or you really dislike. Just as individuals, anybody confront something as a member of this band that's unexpected that they have to do?
Well, we all run this business as individuals. Zach does the finance. John deals with the legal stuff and the outreach to
and marketing
and the outreach to the distribution companies. So, Spotify playlists, things like that. Elliot essentially is our booker, our manager, and he has helped us. He's the reason that we have our tour. Dom is huge into communications, and he's always constantly looking at our email and our DMs and talking to people like you, and you want to have us on your show. Brian works a lot in music distributing companies, and he's helped us a lot with our Spotify artist page and our Apple Music artist page. And I do the art and the social media feed. And then all of us, make videos together for, to help market this and do what we do. So we all kind of run this business as students, and it's been super fun. It's exhausting. I mean, we're all students, and if we're not students, we have full-time jobs. So we all have these priorities, and then we have a second priority, and it's on the same level of dedication that we give our 40-hour week 9-to-5 jobs or our 9 to 7 p.m. classes. So yeah, I think that's been difficult, but also very, very rewarding at the same time. And it's very cool to think that it's very empowering to run this business, but also be the musicians. And it helps us with knowing our brand identity very well too, because we are the ones that are marketing ourselves.
Yeah. Anyone feel any differently?
I think we've done a really good job, and I'm proud of everybody for taking on responsibility to do a lot, because it is a lot on the back end where ideally it would be all 40 hours a week of, or 50 hours a week or 60 hours a week of just playing music and creating and doing shows. But realistically, in order to grow, it takes so much work with outreach, cold emailing, drafting up social media posts, Zach hopping on and doing a vlog post and making sure that everything works with anything on that end, and John reaching out and find playlists, and Brian spending a lot of time trying to coordinate with, the actual studio. And it is really, really cool to see a group of people, because I've been a part and I've known a lot of groups, whether it's bands or other organizations, where one person takes on a whole lot of the workload, and that is never enjoyable for that person, probably to where they can enjoy the music too. And so it's been really, really impressive, and has made me appreciate everybody a lot more, because they've all jumped on board and wanted to pick up work outside of just playing.
Yeah, very sweet. No, Zach, I've seen a lot of your face on the stories these days. So
Hey guys, it's Zach.
Hey all, it's Zach from 6 Foot Blonde, and you're listening to Growing Pains on WIUX.
Yeah.
oh my God, I'm clipping that. Oh my God,
That's a liner for you right there.
Shout out radio production team at WIUX.
Let's go Radio Prod.
Go Radio Prod. We're gonna continue on because we have been flying through this EP and we've got about 20 minutes left. I think the best course of action would be to play Tina's Place back to back with Lady.
Yeah.
Because they segue very nice into each other. Tina's Place, this was a new one. I didn't know what to expect from the less than 2 minute track, but it's perfect. I mean,
Sweet.
is this like an Adam centered creation?
Adam, John, Brian, and me. It's it's just a fun little ditty. It's like it's a little jazz track. That's about it. It's fun. We called it Tino's Place in honor of the EP name. So
Yeah, and the cat.
And the
that
cat,
was in
Tino.
the room
Mainly-
that
mainly
while
the
we
cat.
while we
mainly
made
the
this
cat,
song.
Tino. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Shout out Tino. All right, let's get into it. This is Tino's Place followed by Lady, 6 Foot Blonde. Enjoy.
tension rising through the room. I feel you fading. Now it's black and blue. I wanna be a lady. You wanna let go from me, boy. I should've known about your ploy. Too good to be true. I hope you enjoy.
Lover that I never knew, why don't you stay, 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 stay?
Walking out the door, but you're not ready. Why'd you even come if you're not ready? A little high tonight, want to be mine tonight.
Why don't you stay, 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 stay?
Walking out the door, but you're not ready. Why'd you even come if you're not ready? A little high tonight, want to be mine tonight. You're just another, almost lover. You're just another, almost lover. You're just another, almost lover. You're just another.
Why don't you stay, 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 stay?
Walking out the door, but you're not ready. Why'd you even come if you're not ready? A little high tonight, want to be mine tonight. Why don't you stay, stay, stay? Walking out the door, but you're not ready. Why'd you even come if you're not ready? A little high tonight, want to be mine tonight.
And we're back. That was Lady 6 Foot Blonde. I like sobbed the first time I heard that song, Real Talk, because it's so good. It's like incredible the things that you guys.
Wow, thank you.
I sent
I'm sorry you sobbed,
Don-
but thank you.
in like a good way. I sent Dom a voice memo. And I was
Yeah, I remember that.
you guys are incredible. No, it's an incredible song. We're gonna end off. I mean, I feel like this hour has flown by. Really. We're gonna end off with 15 months. But first, I just want to say thank you all so much for coming on. Congrats on the EP released. What a big deal.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us, Natalie.
Oh, of course. Do you guys have any like final thoughts, hopes for the future, words of wisdom before we end this off?
I would just like to say that if you're listening and you've ever had a dream to make music and you have this fear to not do it, I would just say you should do it. And it's something that I'm so thankful for, that I was able to find friends and create music. And it's such a beautiful blessing that we have this in our lives now, and it's changed my life for forever. So yeah, I'm just very thankful for it. And if you ever have dreamed of music and you're scared to do it, I say you should just do it, and it's something that will change your life forever. So yeah, kind of cheesy, but also needed to say.
Yeah.
Because you did that. So
Yeah,
Look at that.
exactly.
And-
That's what I did, and now we're here.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're
So-
here after a year process. We are finally able to show the world what we created, and we are beyond ecstatic to do that.
Just say thank you too to anybody who's listening to our music and supporting the shows. Either like that's people gravitating towards it allows us to do it more and allows us to keep doing what we love, and that's really, really special. So thank you for anybody who supported us.
From the bottom of our hearts, we really, really appreciate you guys, and we would not be here today without you. So thank you. And you guys are what made this happen.
Thank you to the listeners of 6 Foot Blonde and of Growing Pains. I think this might be my final show of the year, which is, bittersweet, but there's always next year. So
It means a lot that you had us on
you.
for
Yeah,
your
thank you
final
so much.
show of the year.
Congratulations.
Thank
Congrats.
you. Thank you. No, it was really nice to end with you guys. It's like the closing of one chapter, opening of another one, which is awesome. Show at the Reef tonight that you guys can go to and see some of the OG members. Exciting. We're going to end on 15 months. I feel like this song kind of speaks, just for what the EP is about in general. Any thoughts, though, before we get into it? Or should it just do the talking?
I think you said it best.
Okay. Yeah. It speaks for itself. 6 Foot Blonde, once again, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Natalie.
Of course, everyone, this has been Growing Pains on WIUX. I will be here hopefully next year. No, definitely next year. Maybe at 3 p.m. We'll see. Thank you so much for joining me this year. I've enjoyed all the interviews and getting to talk with everybody. It's been a great year, so I'll see you next year in August. For now, 15 months, you can go see 6 Foot Blondes, and we're going to end here. Okay, goodbye.
Who loves you more than the vision of your past? Who knew that the flowers that we picked there wouldn't last? Golden lens painted all the memories we made. Blueberry fields and lemon trees, they grew with me. Time will never be the same. Where I learned to dance in the rain. Watch it all fade away. You've left your soul in every place you've gone. The drawings on your wall, they show how much you've grown. And your neighbor plays the piano through the thin walls of this home. I wish that I could stay here forever, but my life must go on. And time will never be the same. Where I learned to dance in the rain. Watch it all fade away. dancing from where it